Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to another of my videos. I know I don't post them too often, mainly because I'm horrendous at editing and I'm not that great in front of the camera. But I know to do this more often would mean I would be more confident in putting myself out there, but it is really nerve-wracking. So it does take me a couple of weeks to build up the confidence. But I've been feeling really called to create a video about how we can really learn how to connect and live more in alignment with our soul. It's something that I teach so passionately and something that is integral to my own life and has made such a difference to my own spiritual journey and my path that I really wanted to help share some ideas, thoughts, rituals, tools, however you want to see them, for you to start your day in the most positive and powerful way. So, this video is all about how to start connecting to your soul's essence in the mornings when you're about to start your day and you're about to move through your to-do list and everything. Before you even do that, just to take a few minutes, maybe to choose one or two of these exercises I'm sharing with you, and just to try them out and see how they feel. They're not complicated, and they're probably not anything you haven't heard before. It's just things that I've tried in my own life and found that they've really worked for me. And I might only use maybe one of them on a daily basis, but it does only take 5-10 minutes. And even if you're not really spiritual or you don't believe in living sort of like a spiritual path, or you're just, you're a bit thinking about it's a bit of woo woo, this is more about cultivating a sense of inner peace. And from that space, you can maybe explore other avenues, but if not, it's just about finding a bit of peace amongst the craziness and chaos of the day. So I hope it helps. So my first sort of thing that I like to do before I start my day, before I go through all my hectic to-do lists and my schedules, and because probably like yourself, I have a child, I work a busy 9 to 5 job in a very grounded banking environment, very far away from my spiritual work and spiritual path. Though that's something I would love to grow and do more of. And amongst all that, I've got, the dogs, the rabbits, the spider, the hamster, and everything to look after as well. And when my husband works offshore, my days feel very full and very busy. So I don't have as much time as I would like to do spiritual stuff, to do lots of meditation things. So mornings before everybody gets up is the time for me, for myself, for self-care, for self-growth. And that's the time that I really want to look at my spiritual practice. So, the first thing I do is to really set an intention for the day ahead of what I want to bring into my day. So, it might be that I want to bring in peace, or I want to bring in some confidence, or abundance, or success. I will just connect to that intention before I do anything. And sometimes a powerful way to do that is to do it subconsciously by listening to an affirmation, something that will just, as you're waking up, will just seep into your mindset. So I'll have my phone there with my headphones ready. And as soon as I wake up, I'll put in my headphones and I'll listen to maybe just a 5-10 minute affirmation. um, Preferably best to sit up, because as I always do, I end up falling asleep and then I have to wake myself up to too late for work. But if you just get yourself up, wake up, sit up, and listen to an affirmation, or just simply set an intention of what you want to bring into your day, like I want to bring in peace, and just feel into what that energy looks like and feels like in your body. So, what does the energy of peace feel like to me? So, what does it look like to me? So, it looks like me feeling centered, me feeling calm, me not feeling overwhelmed by things. Instead, I'm feeling very grounded and very peaceful within my own being. And then just feel what that is in your body. So, what does peace feel like in your body, or what does joy, confidence, what does that feel like? Does it feel like your heart's expanding? Do you feel a sudden tension moving out of your body? Do you immediately feel relaxed? Does your mind stop whirring around all the thoughts, the monkey mind? Just notice what it feels like energetically. Because when we learn to align ourselves with the energy behind an intention, we are able to manifest in a much more powerful and grounded way. It's really powerful to really tap into an energy behind something. So if you've come across manifestation, I'll talk about your thoughts create your reality. But it's much more deeper than that. Your energy creates your reality, and your energy is a culmination of a whole load of things. It's not just your thoughts, it's your emotions, your feelings, your past history, your things that you've gone through in the past that have made you who you are today. Your energy is your being, your light. So it's important before we start our day to connect to that first. And then the second thing that I do before I start my day is to just drop into my heart and my soul. And for me, as I've mentioned, the soul is something that I feel very passionately about and something I teach. Even when people think I'm not teaching it, I am, because everything comes back to the soul. Everything. Everything is the soul. The soul is you. It's the essence of you. It's your light. It's your sacred self. It's you, who you are as a being who is here on this planet to do whatever it is that your soul is guiding you to do, to learn, to teach. So your soul is everything. So when I connect to my intention, I then drop into my heart. So I imagine that within my heart is this beautiful luminescent light. And I just feel into that light, and I sense that that light is my soul, that that light in my heart is who I am. And I just take a minute just to drop into that. And you can do that just now if you wish. Just take a moment to drop into your heart, feel into the light. It might be small to start with, but just take a deep breath in and just center yourself. And just use your breath to anchor into your soul. So maybe just take a deep breath in and then visualize your breath moving into your heart, expanding it and moving it outwards. Feel your soul just growing as you breathe deeply in. And as you breathe out, just imagine anything from your body just being released, just any tension just moving gently out of your body. And then just drop back into your heart and feel into your soul. And you might sense this feeling of expansion that you get from when you're around somebody that you really love with all your heart. It could be a pet, could be a partner, a child, all of them. Just feel into that love, and it's an unconditional love. It's a powerful feeling of love. It's not love with attachments, it's not love with expectation. It's just the pure divine essence of love, which is the highest frequency we can connect to. When we're connected to our soul, we are connected to that high vibrational frequency, and we're more able to raise our vibration. So, even not in the mornings, but even just doing this exercise just throughout the day, if you're feeling stressed out, you've got lots to do at work, you've got all these to do lists, just drop into your soul, just drop into your heart. Just take a few seconds just to breathe into your heart and just allow that energy of peace and love just to wash over you. And you'll feel that just moving through your body. And then another thing that I do once I connect to my soul, the next important thing for me to do is ground. So, the first lesson I will always teach my clients before I do anything with them is to teach them how to ground and protect their energy. If there's one thing that I want people to learn, is that you are in charge of your well being, your energy. You're in charge of all aspects of your being. Nobody else is. So you'll have all the world throwing things at you, you'll have all these things being tossed around and thrown at you, and you might feel overwhelmed and you might feel like it's all happening to you, like the world's against you. But that energy isn't going to serve you in the long term. That's not going to get you to where you want to be. Instead, just take a moment and see your energy as it is. See what you've maybe taken on. What is it that maybe somebody's had a bad day and they've thrown that at you, and you're still worrying all those chaotic thoughts in your mind. You're still going through everything that's gone on in the past. You're feeling it in, as if it's happening in the present moment. You're feeling all that pain, that frustration, that anger moving through your body. So when we're in that space, we're not able to create from our soul. Instead, we've moved into that fear, egoic mind. So when we ground, we learn to process that energy and release it. So grounding can be done in so many different ways. You can visualize yourself feeling grounded by simply visualizing, as if your feet is like the roots of a tree and it's just flowing into the earth. You can visualize a cord of light moving from your root chakra at the base of your spine and just feel that cord of light anchoring you into the earth. You can get out in nature. You can just walk outside, and if it's a nice day, you can just connect and breathe and just notice the sounds around you. In sort of Buddhist practice, they do this beautiful thing called a walking meditation, where they just take time to connect to the present moment, their breath, and as they walk slowly, they just feel the gravel beneath their feet, the sound of the wind, the sound of nature around them, and they just use those sounds to deepen their meditation further. It's a really beautiful practice, and it's a really powerful way to ground your energy. So I recommend trying sort of a walking meditation, just maybe even listening to a meditation as you're out walking about. Another way to ground is just to simply state that I am grounded now within my energy. So grounding yourself within your energy is a powerful way to ground. We're not relying on Mother Earth to keep us grounded, although she always does. We just need to sort of remind ourselves of that. But when we're grounded within our energy, we are more connected to ourselves. We're stronger within our own bodies. So just imagine grounding yourself within your solar plexus, which is just your stomach area. And within that space, that's where we can really connect to our inner self, our confidence, our inner light. So ground into your solar plexus. And you can do that simply by breathing deeply into your solar plexus area. And just imagine just feeling your energy settling within that area. And then to clear your energy, the most powerful visualization I've always learned is just to call in light. Because when we visualize connecting to higher light energy, we're able to raise our vibration and connect to our higher selves. And you can do that by simply stating, I call in light now. And then imagine this beam of light just flowing down around your whole energy field like a pyramid of light, and just feeling that energy moving into all aspects of your being. So I'll link in below meditations that I've created that connect to your soul and bring in that energy as well as grounding you. So that will teach you on a deeper level, so you can actually physically practice this exercise. So I'll link in the meditation below in the comments about how to really ground and clear your energy. And then once we've done that, we can really start our day. So we can there's so many other tools and exercises that you can use for your morning practice. You could have a gratitude journal where you write down all the things that you're grateful for the day ahead, or all the things that you're grateful for that you have in your life already. So it could be that you're grateful for that first cup of coffee in the morning, or that amazing piece of food, or having a warm house around you, or family, or feeling loved. There's so many things that we forget that we're grateful for. We always think about the future, about all the things that we don't have, that we're lacking. But actually, if we just take a moment, and there are times when we will go through so much heartache and so much trauma that it's difficult to see it. So that's why when we have a gratitude journal, we're not having it for the now, we're having it for our future when we're maybe going through that difficult period. So we can look back on our gratitude journal and see all the things that we've written down that we're grateful for. And then when we do that, we automatically move into that space of feeling thankful, which is a really powerful energy. Gratitude is such a powerful energy to connect to. So having a gratitude journal can really help you move through any difficult periods that you may have to go through in the future. So it's really powerful to have that as a practice. And another one is breath work. So breath work is for something for me that I've only just learning about. I'm not an expert. I'm really good at meditation because I've done it since I was 17 and I'm now 39. Um, but breath work I've always found be quite difficult sometimes to get into. So I've learned from there's some amazing teachers on YouTube, which is why I love this platform so much and I want to be on it and share on it more because I love it so much. But I think he's called Breathing with Sandy, and I'll link him below as well because his videos are incredible. And I've learned that when I deepen my breath, or I do different sort of energy of breath, like it could be a deep breath or a shallow breath or a faster breath, each one expands me in a different way. And it's so powerful to connect to your breath because it can really move through, really clear and move through anything, that any stuck energy, anything that you've been holding on to, you can quickly dissipate it through breath work. It doesn't mean it goes away completely. It might still come back, but it's a really powerful way to move energy, something that I'm really starting to love and learn more about. But I won't teach because I'm not a teacher, but I will link in Breathing with Sandy because his videos are really powerful. Um, so yeah, that's just some rituals and exercises that I use daily. It might not be helpful to you at all, but maybe one or two of them might help sort of bring you back into alignment. Because I think when you're spiritual, when you're on a spiritual path, you can sometimes feel lonely. It sometimes feels like if you're surrounded by family who don't really believe in this, or friends and things, you might lose your way a little bit. You might feel like, oh, this isn't working for me, so I'm not going to bother. It's not happening. But when we have a practice that we can go back to, when we build on a practice, like in the mornings, we have this little practice, this little day carved out just for us, just to connect to our soul, just to nourish ourselves. We can build on that and we won't feel so lonely because we'll be more connected to ourselves. We'll be connected to our higher selves. And if you're into spiritual, with the spiritual side of stuff, you'll be connected to your spirit guides and your angels, and you'll feel them and hear them more clearly. So you won't feel as alone. But no, you're not alone, of course, in any way. There's plenty of us out here doing this work, although some of us, like myself, can be a bit quieter. Um, but we are still here and we're still wanting to support anybody who is new to this path or on this path. And just know that you're not alone, and you can come back to here, to the space that I've created. I'm hoping I stick to it on YouTube because I love this space so much, but I want to create a community that is based on helping one another raise our vibration and maybe move through those difficult times together so that we're not feeling so alone. So I hope this little video helped you, and I really loved creating it for you. Let me know in the comments what practice is helping you just now, or what practice you'd like to use more often in your daily ritual. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.